Hello everyone, welcome back to TGN Anime. My name's Globku and today we're watching the trailer for One Piece World Seeker. Now I know you guys have already watched it, probably, but you haven't watched it with me. You haven't watched it through my eyes and you might learn a thing or two. I hope, otherwise this video is kind of pointless. I'm positive you'll learn something, okay? So let's watch. Start.
この世のすべては四季によって成り立っている。自然の息吹も生命の鼓動も人間の感情もお前の絶望すらも。
So whoever's talking right now, he sees the world as formulas. Formulas that incorporate life, incorporate human emotion, incorporate several things, and everything is sort of a formula. This is a very unique way of looking at the world, and this is something that's very common in One Piece. And One Piece characters often have like very specific ways of thinking about world events, about how the world works. And in this case, it seems that it's someone science-oriented who thinks about the world as formulas, so to speak.
すべては四季に導かれる結果に過ぎない。そしてそれは決して変わることはない。わかるか?
I don't really understand, but I think we're starting to grasp it. Yeah.
それでは証明してみせよう。この実験で。
With this experiment, so with this, I had to Google stuff. I had to go on Google and look up the voice actors for Dr. Vegapunk and Caesar, who are the biggest like scientific minds that we've seen in One Piece to date. And Vegapunk, for instance, would be someone who would be perfect for this game because it's a character that there's so much left to explore. And this being an original story, not something taken directly from the anime or the manga. Exploring Dr. Vegapunk would be a nice hook to this. But looking at the voice actors, like, they sound nothing like this narrator. But still, I had this little bug in my brain saying, you know this voice, you know this voice, you know who this is. I couldn't quite pin it down for the longest time, so I went to our sponsor-only Discord, which if you want to become a sponsor, there's a link in the description down below. You get some cool stuff to use during live streams, and you also get access to our Discord server. Follow the link if you want to do it. I'll send you a message with the Discord link. But anyway, on the Discord server, actually the first sponsor that we got on the channel, Newt, he recognized this voice immediately. It was kind of scary. So the person who is narrating this trailer is Riki Akoyama, who in One Piece he played Kyros, who, you know, he was this sort of brawler dude, became a gladiator, then got turned into a toy. That Kyros. But Kyros' delivery is actually somewhat different to what we're listening here. I think I recognize this voice from Yamato from Naruto Shippuden, and that's actually the same voice actor. And when you hear the two voices side by side, I mean, it's just obvious that it's the same guy.
騎士なんぞに世界は救えない。戦いの手段に聖者があると説き。すべては四季に導かれる結果に過ぎない。
Okay, so we know who the voice actor is, but this guy he's got some range. He's got potential range to play many different characters. So this is probably not Kyros, because Kyros is not really a science-oriented dude. He's not a dude that thinks about formulas or experiments. So Kyros wouldn't really fit to be the character narrating this. But given the voice actor's range, I really think it could be a brand new character, possibly even the main antagonist for this game. But we'll have to wait and see. At this point, it's all speculation. And here's where we have our first gameplay look. Oh, hang on. Produced by Bandai Namco Entertainment, developed by Gambarion. This is actually very good news. Now, Gambarion is not a very famous developer, but they have done a few One Piece games in the past. Back in the day, some of the first One Piece games were One Piece Grand Battle, and for the longest time, they were a very successful series of games. Gambarion didn't develop the first ones, but they developed Grand Battle 3, which was when that game actually got decent. And from there, they actually spun off the Grand Battle series to something called Grand Adventure, where it wasn't just about the fighting, it was also sort of an adventure game where you could free roam around. It had a little bit of RPG in it, something that they further expanded on when they released another game called Unlimited Adventure. And from Unlimited Adventure, they released what is, in my opinion, the best One Piece game ever made, which is Unlimited World Red. So you can kind of see how this developer has been on this track back to develop this game. It's like they picked up something that was just a fighting game or a brawler, and they've been trying to make it bigger and bigger, more adventure focused, and now they're making an open world. This feels like a very natural progression, and given these guys' path and the quality of the games they make has been increasing significantly, in my opinion, I think this is very good news that these guys are developing this one. What is this? Is this Spider-Man? Gomu Gomu no! Spider-Man! Some running around, some nice looking environments. Oh, you can do the hover thing? Okay. The hover, some mobility options are showing in this trailer. Luffy crawling around the ledge, like being all stealthy and stuff. I don't know. I don't really think about stealthy when I think about Luffy. That's a little bit weird. But I'll let it slide. The game turns into a third-person shooter when Luffy uses his Gum Gum pistol move. These guys know what they're doing. Come on. This is Luffy using his Gatling gun move against a dude holding a Gatling gun. Yeah, these guys definitely know what they're doing. Some extra cool moves. There's the balloon and World Seeker. Fantastic. We're not done yet, though. There's a final scene. This game's Spider-Man. This game's Metal Gear. This game's everything. I have another little piece of information here, which is the press release for this game. It actually reads, I'm gonna read it right now. Explore seamless and expansive areas in an all-new One Piece tale. That's one of the points in the press release. Now, we're definitely exploring a seamless and expansive area, but the press release says areas in plural. So does that mean that it's only one island? Is this the only island and we're talking about many different areas within this island? Or are we actually talking about multiple islands? Because when I think about One Piece, I think about sailing the oceans and exploring different islands that are just very distinct from one another. Heck, it feels like some of them even have different laws of physics in the anime sometimes. But if that's not the case and we're just talking about the one island, I might be okay with it too. If the island is dense enough, like if it has enough stuff to do, if it is fun to play, then I'm on board with whatever you guys give me, to be honest. Even if that's not the first thing I think about when you say One Piece, I'd be okay with just playing in one island if it's fun enough. Now, I've seen a few critiques of this trailer already out there. First one is that when you look at the environment and Luffy's model, it doesn't fit. Like, there's a weird disconnect. Like, Luffy does not belong in that world because the world's visuals are not really mashing too well with the character model of Luffy. But I honestly don't think so. I think this looks fine. I don't see where those complaints are coming from, to be honest. And the second complaint, I do see where it's coming from, which is the fact that this world seems deserted. Like, there's no people around. It seems like a big empty world, and that's a big no-no. I agree, but we're also probably looking at a very early build of the game, and they can surely populate this in the near future. Like, this is the first build that they're releasing to the public, so it's definitely still very early. So far, we just see some random enemies. We don't even see, like, NPCs giving quests or any world activities going on. So I think the fact that the world is a bit empty, that's a concern that you guys really don't need to be worried about, in my opinion. This feels like the game they promised, the biggest One Piece game to date. Like, this first glance is really good. This trailer was basically two things. It was a showcase of the world, and it was a showcase of Luffy's abilities. Luffy seems to be the only playable character from the press release. That's not confirmed, but I'm actually okay with it if you can do this many abilities with Luffy. Again, if it doesn't play like trash, then I'm totally on board with it. I think they really succeeded in accomplishing what they set out to show with this trailer, and I think it looks really good. And having this developer working on it, like, their track record with One Piece games is phenomenal. So I think it's in very, very good hands. But of course, that's just me. To me, One Piece World Seeker is hype, but what about you? Are you cautiously optimistic, waiting for new information? Are you as hyped as me, or is this actually kind of a letdown and you were expecting something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you want to know more about this game, back when it was called Project Dawn, we had some look at it, the state of development, the team that was put around it, some information on the setting. You can watch this video right here. If you're in the mood for something else, there's also the video at the bottom, but as always, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.